Good evening, everyone. I'm Leslie Adamy.
And I'm Rudy Trevino. Joe has the night off. People all over the coastal bend are trying to get their last-minute shopping done before Christmas Day.
That's right, and shopping centers all over the area have been packed with people. We showed you those images at 5 and 6. Tonight, our Ashley Gonzalez takes a look at how you can stay safe while finishing those holiday tasks.
It's the busiest time of the year, the week before Christmas. During any regular year, malls would be jam-packed. Dr. Chris Bird of the COVID-19 Task Force says this time around, residents of the coastal bend are still filling up shopping centers despite a pandemic.
Between 2019 and 2020, leading up to and after Thanksgiving, mall foot traffic was the same.
Dr. Srikanth Ramachadruni is an infectious disease specialist. He says where there is a large crowd, there's a risk of getting COVID-19.
When you share the airspace, you share the COVID-19 if somebody has one infection going around. So COVID-19 can be asymptomatic infection, can be a little snuffle, can be a little cough, can be a little sore throat.
He says local hospitals are still taking care of several COVID-19 patients. And right now in the coastal bend, numbers are rising. Dr. Ramachadruni says we've seen how bad it can get here, and he doesn't want history to repeat itself.
We don't want to see that happening during the Christmas time, because next month will be very bad if we don't follow the guidelines.
There is a way to shop safely, and if that behavior continues, Nueces County doesn't have to see a jump in cases.
It looks like people seem to have a plan. They seem to be going in and coming out.
Do your shopping a little earlier than the last minute. Things like that might help.
I do believe that people are really trying to take care of themselves, and not get this virus.
They added, it's in the community's best interest to stay 6 feet apart from one another and wear a mask. Ashley Gonzalez, 3 News.